Hi, welcome to my cup of grace, and my name's Vanessa. Even though online I go by Grace Angel, since the early 2000s, so that's usually my internet name. Anyways, so a couple days ago, I woke up one day. Well, actually, there was 2 days in a row, and actually, you know what? It was like when I very first woke up. I woke up uh and the first song that came to me was like Journey's Faithfully Yours. And then like a little bit later when I like logged on for work, like also Stevie Wonder's I Just Called to Say I Love You. And when I heard both of these songs, I kept feeling like that was a message for somebody. So I felt like I should come and do this love reading. Usually I don't do love readings a lot. I mostly do readings for light workers and people who are having spiritual awakenings. But since this message was coming to me, I thought, oh well, I felt like I should come and do this. So I feel like maybe spirit was like, go do this for them. So I'm going to. So first I'm gonna start with my wild animal deck because we're gonna get some animal spirits, like who this is for and who it's from, and then I'll use the regular tarot to just get some general personalities for also to further clarify who it's for and who it's from. And then we'll follow it up with the language of love and then some hidden messages. So while I'm shuffling, I did want to say if you want to like, subscribe, and so that you can be notified when I post new readings. Also, in my description, there's a link to my Discord server, and you can join that. It's totally free. Um, if you just like to stay connected and or support what I'm doing. There's also a link to my coffee if you'd like to donate and support me so that eventually I can um so if you want to support, because life is always lifing, right? Um so Holy Spirit, I felt like I should come do this. So Holy Spirit, is there like a particular animal or spirit that somebody in this collective would resonate with? So shark. So maybe since the shark is coming out first, maybe this message, like whoever this message for, is somebody who's transgender, since the trans community really identifies with sharks. So maybe you might be a transgendered person. We also have the phoenix coming out in upside down. Usually the phoenix is a major arcana in this deck that is upside down is making me feel like. But we also have the hawk, and the hawk is upside down as well. So you got these two bird air energies that are upside down, which is really interesting because like sharks are a water type, and as a water element, it's interesting to see the phoenix and the hawk come out with the shark. So that's really interesting. So if you resonate with any of these three, this message might be for you. So even if you're not a trans person, if you resonate with this phoenix energy and or the hawk energy, this could be for you as well. Just because, you know what, I think for the sake of this, normally if I were doing like a bigger reading, I might take the upside down as that meaning that that energy is out of balance. But even if it is out of balance, it doesn't mean it's not your energy, right? Because if this is a love reading, then feel like, so the person this is coming from is coming in vulture energy, which that makes me feel a little concerned. And they also have dragon energy, which is and they also have a golden egg, which is really interesting. So wow, all right. So this is really interesting. You know what? This is really interesting. So look at this, right? So, like, we had the two birds that are inverted for whoever this message is for, but the person who's sending it is also coming in a bird air energy, but their reverse energies are two major arcanas, both the dragon and the golden egg. So usually this golden egg and the dragon, this is usually a lot of abundant energy and creative energy. This is like a lot of wisdom. But these are like not, so I'm kind of feeling already like whoever this is for, you and this person are possibly mirroring each other at this time. And by mirroring, I don't mean necessarily reflecting the exact same, but mirroring in that black swan kind of way where you got that light versus dark. So you got this sort of like, these sort of like inversions. Also again for the vulture, if you don't resonate with this vulture energy, you may possibly resonate with dragon energy. The golden egg. Here, let me read. Can I just, you know what? I just want to. All right. So it says here that the golden egg is also your fourth chakra, which it represents your not your sacral chakra, but your solar plexus. And this says the adult essence of the golden egg is nestled deep within the heart center. Oh, within the heart center at the fourth chakra, this chakra called Anahata is the home of the self or the soul. By bringing the mind into this center, we discover a portal to the most intimate and luminous space. It is said that our inner guide sits there in deep meditation waiting for us. It's the unstruck sound. And it also says of the golden egg that it's the message at the center of our heart. So, which gives me an impression that if you're somebody, so this is coming from somebody who has a message for you that's in their heart, but they haven't felt brave enough to express it. And of course, the shark energy doesn't have to be a trans person. It just made me think of that because I have a lot of trans and LGBQT friends from Final Fantasy, and I know that a lot of them resonate strongly. Ooh, and I'm splitting the deck on a moon and ace of cups. So, usually an ace of cups is like wish fulfillment. And then there's like, this is, so something is hidden. So shark energy, something's going to be revealed to you. That's a truth about this vulture energy. And, this what it reveals. Oh, and now we have some sun energy right behind that. So I feel like when you find this out, whatever information this is, it's going to usher in some wish fulfillment. So that's always nice. Wow, that is way too much. Ooh, wow, way too much. Spirit. I just wanted to ask for, because we want to look at who this message is for. Like, if we look at maybe if it's for, like, jeez. There's that song, which I feel that's, like, more of that Phoenix energy. But, Spirit, I'm looking for cards that kind of give, like, a person. No, not that. Nope. But I did see, so there's a lot of major arcanas that are wanting to come out. So I feel like that means that you're going to find this out pretty quickly. And there's Temperance. Temperance keeps wanting to come out for you. So, but you also have the Eight of Swords, which is like a wounded warrior energy. So maybe this is like somebody that you've been on the outs with. You've been having like a lot of controversy with this person, a lot of fighting and arguing. Aha, King of Cups. So you was showing King of Cups reversed, which is usually like you see all this water in the background. And I thought that this might have been somebody who's trans. So maybe like somebody who's like a trans femme. So it's like that where it shows like the King of Cups reversed. So, because like, but there's no gender in the tarot really, So like, it's like however that resonates with you. Ooh, jeez. But the devil, but upside down. So I feel like this person at the time you were having that fight, they're either addicted to something and or they were like caught up with doing something that they just couldn't stop doing. I don't feel like it represents the devil themselves. So Mimi, stop it. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, we also have the high priestess. Wow. So this is like somebody who's like, they may have seeing gifts, spiritual gifts. Oh, wow. Somebody who's spiritually talented. Five of Cups. Page of Swords. Oh, none of this is really... But this Page of Swords also feels like somebody who's like... That's like somebody who's about to bring you some truth, but it's not like the whole bunch of truth. It's just like a little bit. Sometimes they may be a spy. So maybe it's somebody who was being a double agent and like... they were doing something for a reason of gathering information, maybe about, it may not necessarily about you, but it's also, oh yeah, see, look, I was gathering information and here comes a moon. So usually a Page of Swords will, wow, in the death, but it's upside down. So like they wanna, geez, and a 10 of Wands and the Strength. Jeez, holy smokes. Dude, whoever this person is to you, you should know that all this that keeps coming out behind, I'm trying to find, you know what's really interesting, right? So they want to send you like this telepathic message about how they love you. But what's really interesting is when I'm shuffling and trying to get like a who this would be to you card, all this keep coming out is all this major arcana and all this other stuff, which is like general information, but it won't reveal who they are, which is really interesting. It's like, why would you send messages that you love somebody and then also not want them to know? Like, you don't want to reveal information about yourself, but you want to say you love them? Like, is that a trick or manipulation? Well, we'll see in a minute. Come on. Nope. Ten of Swords. The Hanged Man. Holy smokes, bro. The Hermit. Wowee. So they may be a Virgo. Aha! King of Swords. So there's a King of Swords out here. 9 of Swords at bottom of the deck. So like, yeah, this all right here is like, dude, whatever went on with this person, you clearly have like a lot of history and a whole story with this person. It seems like somebody who had some kind of like somebody who had some addictions or a habit that they couldn't break away from, and so like, you know, so it was causing a lot of disruption in their life, and then it revealed something to you that made you feel like, yeah, or like you were like, I want this to stop, and they felt like, well, they didn't know how to stop it, so they had to walk away because they were already doing the most, and they didn't know how to stop, and they felt like they were lacking strength to properly be able to stop. And so now you see like this 9 of Wands energy, and then the 10 of Swords. So like, dude, this person is like, it was so much. I feel like to see all of this person possibly owes you an apology. So maybe that's what's coming. Maybe they're trying to tell you they love you as like an apology, and then so this is possibly like the person sending you this is possibly like a Virgo who's also, well, they're showing like a King of Swords in reverse. So usually a King of Swords is somebody who has a really sharp they like don't mince words, you know? It's somebody who's not just gonna tell you the truth, but they're gonna like give you the savage truth. So maybe this person has a lot to say and they're not saying it. And you have a lot of feelings that you're not expressing. So I feel like whatever this connection is for you, that there's actually been a whole lot that went unsaid, like completely between both parties. You know, that's what it looks like to me. It looks like, yeah, and then looking at the bottom is wifey hubby material upside down, and then desire upside down on the other side. So one of you guys, so it seems like one of you guys wanted this to turn into like a wedding, or wanted this to be permanent, but also felt like you were not good enough, and or felt like you're not what that other person needed, and now we have ghosting. So like maybe this vulture energy, you know what's really interesting as well is sharks and vultures kind of both have that. Like sharks go in for a kill, but the vultures will let somebody else do the killing, and then they'll come and feast on it later. So maybe like this vulture energy was like somebody who followed the shark energy, and so they would kind of piggyback off of them. Yeah, so it's the homie, lover, friend. So this is somebody really close to you. Maybe it's somebody that was like a best friend, and then after a while they started to feel like a lover. And it says, "Don't be jelly." Oh wow. So maybe whoever is the shark energy, um, you were like telling this person, stop being so jealous, you know. And then we have a new chapter, but it's sideways. So it's like this person couldn't even get to where they want to like start a new chapter, even though they kind of want a new chapter. But I don't know if you're not willing to give them forgiveness or they're not willing to seek it. And then every time I shuffle out a new chapter is like sideways. So it seems like there's desire for a new chapter, but it seems to not keep coming around. So what does this say? Oh, matching vibes. Oh yeah, I said that. Well, you guys are kind of there is some sort of matching vibes. Spirit, what other messages are here about this? I just called to say I love you person. I'm faithfully yours. The homie, lover, friend. Okay. So is this somebody saying that they want to go from being friends to being more than friends? Cuffing season. So it's timing. So is it timing? All right. And then running game sideways. Remember we saw that hangman over here? So I feel like this running game is this person's energy. Because I feel like they were also the one who ghosted. So, you know, vultures are like an animal that like, they're scavengers, you know? They just follow where the food is. So they were following the shark, and then there wasn't a meal, so they went, oh, and then like I split. I want you and I love you. So shark energy, whoever you are, this vulture person, this Virgo vulture, oh, vulture Virgo King of Swords energy is like, we're gonna look and see what messages they have for you. So we're gonna, all right, so Mr. Vulture Virgo, what kind of non-communicational messages would you like to send besides you love them? You know, which I'll just again speak to you the same that I tell to other people who talk to me. It says like, you know, if you love somebody, you have to like take action. Love without actions is like a vehicle without wheels. You're not going to go anywhere, and it's not like it's great that you have admiration and care for somebody, but if you're not doing anything with it, then it doesn't really matter. Oh, I left when I saw you with someone. Oh, which earlier we had the don't be jelly. Wow. All right. So what else do we have? I love you, but now it's upside down. Wait, so they loved you, but when they saw you with somebody, then they didn't want to love you. But I am becoming a better person. All right. Well, that's good. What else we got? I'm starting to understand this connection. Wow. All right. Well, for somebody who's saying that you love them, I don't know. I hid who I really am from you. Oh boy. Wow, that's. Jeez. I'm afraid to contact you, and I know I was a distraction from your pain. Hmm. You know what? To all you people out there who feel you're just a distraction from somebody's pain, you know what? Can I just like, oh, I wish I had treated you better. Can I just speak to you, Virgo vulture energy? Because I just want to say that, like, being a distraction from people's pain is like, I could see where it makes some people feel minimized, but you should also realize that, like, maybe the universe has put you into that person's life because maybe, like, if you weren't there being a distraction to that person when they're hurting, then maybe they would be too overwhelmed, and maybe the universe is just working through you, sometimes the universe can use anybody who's willing. So, they send you into their life to help them through a time. And not everybody who comes into our life are sent into our life to stay. Some people are sent to us to just help us get through a time. I wish I could share my good news with you, but it's upside down. So they have news, but they're not sure if they should tell you. But they do want to tell you how they feel. So, Virgo vulture energy, I do feel like if you have something that you want to say to the shark, then you should say it. But this shark energy wasn't appreciating your jealousy, and you know, that they have all at the bottom of the deck is my life is not as together as it seems. All right, so it's like this vulture is like, well, I know what it looks like, but it's not what it looks like. And maybe you guys just need to have like an honest heart to heart conversation. Like we saw that golden egg energy, which is like having heart to heart, but it was upside down. So it's like I feel by vulture energy, I feel by you not opening up and communicating that you're just adding like for example, like if you look at this vulture, look at this guy. He's sitting in a whole bunch of shroud of, it's not just void energy, but it's like anxiety and just he's got some bad vibes around him, all right? So friend, you need to shake off this bad energy, you know, because look, if you want to approach this shark person, you need to come in some better energy, okay? Don't come back to this person if you're not willing to heal yourself. You need to heal yourself, but I do think that you should tell them how you feel, because I feel like opening up and talking from your heart space will actually do a lot to heal whatever's going on with you. I feel by not expressing your truth that you're making this worse, okay? So you just need to come clean with yourself first, and then come clean with them. But don't approach them if you're not prepared to be honest with yourself, because how are you going to be honest with anybody else if you're not honest with you, right? And so shark energy, just beware that this vulture and or Virgo energy, who's also this King of Swords in reverse, so they may approach you. But we did see when I was pulling these animal cards how like the dragon and the golden egg were both here, okay? So these two right here are normally like top tier energy, but this person is still a little unbalanced. But you're also still a little unbalanced. So if your guys' imbalances were created out of your connection, then perhaps the universe kind of put you guys in each other's lives. And that happens. We find people who trigger us because when they trigger us, it helps us see what it is that we need to heal in ourselves. you know so you guys are helping each other find what it is that you need to heal. you know but shark energy, whoever this person is to you, they say that they are faithfully yours and they love you, because these are the songs that were coming through. Like Journey's Faithfully Yours is like this a song of devotion. And then I Just Called to Say I Love You. Um and like a line in I Just Called to Say I Love You says, I just called to say how much I care. Yeah, I do. And I mean it from the bottom of my heart. So this is like somebody obviously cares about you a lot, and they want to talk about that. So I don't know. I feel like this is a conversation that needs to happen, and I actually feel like it'll be really good for both of you guys because earlier with this deck, I kept seeing like a new chapter, but it was sideways, and then we saw that Hanged Man come out here. So like, um, wow. Now give it time. All right, so like but I really feel like this person, whoever you are, vulture, you need to do some healing. You guys both need healing. You guys need healing, and I feel like your guys is meeting each other was meant to happen so that you guys could help each other heal. So you know, as again, take only what resonates. Flip your gender roles as they apply to you. you know we all hold both female and male energies in us, and like whatever one you're in the most is probably what's going to show up. So like masculine energy is like taking action and doing, or when we want to take action and do. And since these are both upside down, it may be like the desire to do it but not doing it. And female energy is receiving and just providing that emotional nurturing. So that's all I have for you today in this message. If you've watched this long, then thank you very much. And I also want to just say real quick that like I know a lot of other channels, like a lot of tarot channels, they have this whole like spiel when they start off. And I don't do that. And I don't want anybody to feel like I don't appreciate the people who come and listen to this, even though most people don't listen for more than 3 minutes. But um I do appreciate the people who watch. I guess just sometimes I'm kind of like a minimalist, and I just get right to the message, and I don't spend a lot of time advertising this and that, because I personally do watch. Or at least for the past few years, I've watched quite a bit of tarot, and sometimes like I've noticed that some people will keep making a lot of pauses in their message to like advertise stuff. I know there's a lot of other people out there who are kind of like me, where it's like, if your attention span is not that great to begin with, like people going off on these other tangents about things unrelated to the message, especially once they start into the message, then sometimes that makes people feel like, especially if you struggle with attention span issues, then sometimes that can be a thing. So, but I really do appreciate everybody who listens to messages. I just, and I don't do them every day because I only do them when I feel like I'm led to. So, um, but yeah, that's all I have for you guys right now, and I'm gonna record a different one because I feel like maybe I should. So that's it. Thank you so much. Have a good night.